Welcome to the MLS Review Show. The MLS season is a fickle place. When a title is within reach, it falls from your grasp. When all seems lost, a resurgent form kicks in. And just when you think you know what to expect, everything changes. The MLS Review Show starts now. The playoff picture could get a little clearer this week with FC Dallas having a chance to clinch. Toronto, New England, and San Jose could also be eliminated depending upon results around the league. Meanwhile, if everything went their way, the LA Galaxy could clinch the Supporters' Shield. Wednesday night, a battle for the East began in Kansas City. A foul in the box by defensive stalwart Chad Marshall brought Kai Kamara to the spot, where the Sierra Leone striker calmly put away the penalty. A nice through ball allowed Emilio Renteria to level in the first half. The Crew could not hold on, however, as a long throw-in was mistakenly headed back into their own net, leaving all 3 points with the home side. Salt Lake took on Chicago later that night. The home side Supporters' Shield aspirations took a potentially fatal blow when Marco Papa unloaded early. 2 minutes later, Captain Kyle Beckerman would lose his cool, headbutting Daniel Palladini. Down a man and a goal, things only got worse for the Rocky Mountain side as Marco Papa completed a hat trick. The only good news for Real Salt Lake was the return of Javier Morales. The inspirational playmaker was unable to change the scoreline, however, as this one ended 3-0. On Thursday, a wild affair took place at PPL Park. The Union went up early on DC United when Sebastian Letou finished well after receiving a long cross. The match looked headed for a rout when Letou struck again 15 minutes in. But red-hot Dwayne De Rosario cut the lead in half on a corner kick. United capped off the explosive first half with a fantastic individual effort from Andy Nahar.
Hey, look at the length of the field. He goes completely all the way down, 1v1 here. He takes on Farfan, and there's nobody else there to come and double it up.
The second half slowed down, but Michael Farfan hurtled over Brandon McDonald to unleash the Union winner, and the win brought Philly back into the automatic playoff spots. Saturday's slate started with Houston hosting Chicago. The Dynamo were heating up as the playoffs approached, so Dominic Kinnear put out his recently winning lineup. Jeff Cameron continued his service in the back, but promised to get to the front on set pieces. Chicago were playing themselves back into playoff contention. 3 wins in a row had the Fire eager for more, and a road win against the Dynamo would make everyone take notice. But Marco Papa and Pavel Pardo would start on the bench ahead of the U.S. Open Cup final on Tuesday. Glenn Davis was at Robertson Stadium with all the action.
The big storylines. Oduro, since being traded away from the Dynamo after playing only 23 minutes, has 11 goals and 2 assists on the year. The pink highlights on the ball, players wearing pink shoes, laces, all in deference to this being Major League Soccer's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. JHOU, 11.2, Davis off the corner into the box. Here comes Boswell's header saved! Johnson. Oh, what a chance for Bobby Boswell. Davis off the corner. Flood of players to the near post. Shoulder goal! On the turn. Colin Clark. All about sharpness in the penalty area. Clark is going to swivel and hit this with his left foot between their backs and their midfield, although Camargo just got sucked out. Dominic Oduro against Boswell. Oduro has got the ball. Oduro has scored against his former team. They went through the Dynamo midfield too easily. Cameron was sucked out with his quickness, with his left arm. I mean, look at this. Just got a touch away from Boswell to make space, and with the outside of his foot, Dominic Oduro. Often running is Oduro, and this is where it gets dangerous. But here's where Jeff Cameron can match maybe Oduro there and comes away with it. Boy, Dominic Oduro is a real polarizing figure here in Houston. He is down now. Oduro now hobbling over towards the sideline. Now here's Luis Camargo. Luis Camargo, feathery ball. Colin Clark. Kayla Carr is outside here. Kayla Carr, it must be. It isn't. Can't be much time in this. This could be the final kick of the ball here. Box is loaded up. Dynamo have got to stay sharp here and defend this. In it comes. Flicked on, and it goes wide. Chavez was hitting the near post. That's it. It's over.
Coming up, Toronto are out for revenge against New York.
Hey, it's Charlie Davies with DC United, and you're listening to ExtraTime Radio.
The ExtraTime Radio podcast comes out every Monday and Thursday on iTunes and Buzzsprout. You can also listen to each episode at MLSsoccer.com/ExtraTime.
We're a soccer podcast.
And I have no friends.
I like to tie my shoes.
Well, we'll get back to some women's evening wear talk.
You guys are too old. It's only for 8-year-old boys. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, this is your tweet of the week.
Janino's not going to win a game for you.
They're a sign of the apocalypse.
That's why he's here.
Fans, we want to hear from you. You're encouraged to email ExtraTime at MLSsoccer.com or tweet at ExtraTime Radio with any comments, questions, or reactions.
Welcome back. Seattle looked to keep hold of the number 2 spot in the West, but first, New York travel north to face Toronto. Without a win, Toronto would be eliminated from the playoff race. But after an embarrassing 5-0 loss to New York back in July, the Reds had something to prove. The team's designated players would be in full force to impress in front of the home fans. New York rebounded well last weekend, but every game mattered for the star-studded Giants. Thierry Henry and Luke Rogers continued their strike partnership while Rafa Marquez returned but now playing midfield. Kyle Martino and Alan Hopkins had the matchup from BMO Field.
Hilario Grajeda is our referee, and we're underway. Beyond Marquez. Morgan tees one up. Good drive. And Richards, Henry calling for it, and the Jamaican doesn't see the Frenchman. New York play on. Henry off his chest. Knocks it down wonderfully. Then Pair. Henry, a blind ball. Is a good one from Miller. The header! Oh, what a save! Then Pair chasing. Kovermans. Fortuitous. Oh, that's sneaky good and just wide.
Marisevic gets the advantage of a little bit of a mistouch from Kovermans, tries to sneak that right into the near post. A little check swing at it, doesn't get all of it.
Marquez directing traffic again. Lost it.
Now they're just not getting enough out of those two center midfielders. Nope. Tanio and Marquez just really not up for the challenge.
Offside. Oh, the flag stays down. Kovermans. Oh, it looked to be offside.
Well, that's how you punish New York. Look at Marquez jogging back. Tanio jogging back. Neither player committed to making a play here. And watch, right as the ball is sent through, you're going to see it right here, just onside as it gets touched through. I think that's a good call by the referee's assistant. Great first touch from Kovermans. Clinical finish, but look at this run. Tim Ream right there tries to step at the last moment. Too late. Kovermans making a great run across that back line.
How do the center backs allow that to even happen? Henry. Oh, a test. Kocic, who had to get a finger to it. Toronto have to win their final remaining matches and get some help. What a sweet pass! Rogers! Oh, and he blows the equalizer.
Oh, look at this beautiful turn. Great skill, change of pace, but the
Look at that ball.
On that pass is perfect, and Rogers chooses not to take it early with the right foot. Watch, he has an opportunity, as you see, great turn from Thierry Henry, and he puts it in the perfect spot here, where all Rogers has to do is try to curl that far post. Right. He takes that extra touch.
You would think less than 10 minutes, the answer would be no, but we shall see. The youngster Agudelo in. Can he make an impact on his first touch? That would have been some substitution. Another corner. It's loose! Henry, are you kidding me?
Dax McCarty curling this ball in, and watch as this ball drops. And Iro just missing the header. Watch as he commits to try to head this out. Thierry Henry with a beautiful touch, swivels, volleys it in the net.
Ream side puts it away. This could be the last touches. And in fact, it is.
Seattle traveled to New England with one thing on their mind: 3 points. Having already qualified for the CCL knockout stages, the Rave Green could focus on MLS. With Freddie Montero leading the charge, the Sounders look poised to finish the season strong. Nothing short of a win would eliminate New England from the playoffs. Even that might not be enough for the Northeastern club. With young Diego Fagundes getting his first start, could the Revs pull out the upset on the Western powerhouse? Brad Feldman and Jay Heaps were at Gillette Stadium when the teams collided.
We are underway with the opening kickoff with the Revs attacking left to right wearing blue. Seattle in Rave Green. Roster for 2 World Cups as Tierney delivers. Then clear back in by Guy. Oh, Keller made a mistake and the Revs take a lead. Flags up. No goal.
As this ball comes in, you can see it's headed there, and yes, he is in an outside position. There's a defender there. As this ball comes off of Ryan Guy's head, you can see the Seattle defender, Milton Croglio there. That is the wrong call. As the flag goes up, get to the near post.
Feilhaber's delivery, it bounces, and just pawed away there by Keller.
Always a dangerous ball when no one gets to it, so he has to wait, because if someone touches that, he's got to be there for the save. But Keller stays up on his feet as long as he can, and that's a great reaction save. Control it and find a player. And then that player was Diego Fagundes, who we see right now.
He's loose. Squares it for Guy, takes a touch, and is denied by Keller. Feilhaber's delivery curls into the near post. It's headed in!
Diego
Fagundes!
Watch this. He just sneaks inside. No one's covering him right there all by himself. And he absolutely blasts the header up and over Casey Keller. Great ball from Benny Feilhaber and an excellent snap header from the young man. Every time he steps in the field, he's electric, and the players around him can read it and he can show it, and the fans are going to enjoy this guy.
Now Montero pounces on a mistake, and it's 1-1.
Well, this is just a missed touch as it comes across. It's Jacob that wins it, and there it is. Freddie Montero, I mentioned it in the open, Brad. He likes to pounce on mistakes. He waited for a little bit of that missed touch there from Ryan Cochran, and then he just shows you why he's got his 10th goal. Croglio was offside, but that should have been a ball across.
Deflected shot there by Estrada. It's loose in the area, and it's 2-1. Again, Montero, the opportunist, punishes New England.
This ball comes down, it looks like it's A.J. Soares. He lets it bounce. No one there, and this just gets deflected, and no one goes up against him, and then there it is. Freddie Montero waiting for Jaco to batter 2 people, and there, look at the class, knowing exactly where the goalkeeper is. Toe pokes it in for his 2nd goal. You wonder why he's up for MVP.
It's a step, it's a crossing. Jaco rises. Oh, and it's just saved by Reese. That would have been an own goal. Instead, they go on the deck. That is the last action of the game, and in some ways, that failed exchange, symbolic of the night for the Revs. It started off so promisingly, Jay. That man and young man, Diego Fagundes, scoring his 2nd pro goal in his first professional start, but it came unglued.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, Colorado and Dallas battle for playoff position. Every week, MLSsoccer.com provides you the opportunity to select the Goal of the Week winner. You can choose between the 5 nominees directly on MLSsoccer.com on the AT&T Goal of the Week page. You can also send in your vote by texting the corresponding goal to code 22442. Winners are announced every Friday, so make sure you vote early and often, keeping in mind polls close at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time on Thursdays. Winners so far include Juan Agudelo of the New York Red Bulls, Javier Martina from Toronto FC, and O'Brien White of the Seattle Sounders.